Hi, I'm Obuli Chandran. I'm a science educator and science communicator from Mango Education. So like you all, I've also been following up on this National Education Policy 2020 that has been in the news for the past 1 week. And of course, a lot of people have been putting out videos, and I've taken some time because I had to read the document entirely. So now that I've read the document, I'm going to give you in this video the most important points that have been set, the fundamental changes that have been set out and put out in the document till about 12th standard. The most fundamental change that has been brought in using this new document, new policy, is that the earlier structure that we had, the academic structure, that is 10 plus 2, 12 years of education, has been changed to 15 years of education. That is from like 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. So they have split it into 4 stages. So that's the most important change. Again, they have named it according to the age groups. So they are calling it from 3 to 8 years, they are calling it the foundational stage. Of course, there are a lot of points, so I've noted down the points on the laptop, so I'm just going to have to look at it. So from 3 to 8 years, they're calling it foundational stage, and the primary mode of engaging the students would be play and activity based learning. So that would be the important thing. And the next stage would be from 8 years to 11 years of age, which they're calling it the preparatory stage. Again, in this stage, they would continue with the earlier method of engagement, that is play based, discovery based and activity based learning. And they would introduce the interactive classrooms here, and they're focusing on 2 important things: foundational literacy and numeracy, that is the basic reading skills, writing skills, and also ability to handle numbers. So that will be the most important thing for this age group, that is the preparatory stage. And they have another stage, the next stage, which is the 11 to 14 years of age, which is essentially from 6th to 8th grade, which they're calling it the middle stage. So here the next stage would be from 14 to 18 years of age, which they're calling it as a secondary stage, essentially from 9th grade to 12th grade. So there has been a huge change in the fundamental structure of this stage, where, for example, when we were in school, or even currently, kids who pick up a science stream hardly have the choice. They don't have the choice to pick up any other subject from other streams like arts or music or dance. Right now, they're making it multidisciplinary in secondary stage. And one important element that this document is trying to say is that the life aspirations of the kids would be taken into account, and that will help them decide on the choice of subjects in this secondary stage. Another thing is about the assessment. Of course, there are so many things they've listed in the assessment as well, but in short, the assessment system will move from testing a student for his rote learning capability to conceptual clarity capability. So that will require, of course, we'll have to wait and see how they're going to achieve it, but that is what is being discussed in the education policy. And they are also going to keep a low stake for board exams, meaning like board exams are just going to test your understanding. They're not necessarily to put you under pressure and to move forward into colleges. And there's going to be a 360-degree holistic report card, unlike the report cards that we are used to, where it's only the subjects that will be graded in our report cards. Again, we'll have to wait and see what they mean by it. And there will be one agency called as National Testing Agency. Again, they will be having common entrance exam for all the streams, including arts, across the country, and one entrance exam for all the for the entire country. So it will be done by NTA. So now I have only talked about what has been listed in the document. So whether the policy is good or bad, I have not gotten into it, because it's a more challenging thing to do, because you just cannot look at this new education policy with one perspective. You'll have to have multiple perspectives to get an understanding of it. So we have this Mango open house where I, along with other experts, we have computer science educator and an education expert, Arumagam, and we have a content developer who has been doing that for several years, and curriculum developer like Meena and Deepa. So we are going to be a group of experts who will be talking about this particular education policy and the points listed from different perspectives. Before we judge whether this policy is good or bad, I think it requires a deeper conversation before we finalize on that.